you know, you get wet and you muck it out and it's hard work. But through all of that, you know, it's a way of life that most of them wouldn't swap. A lot of people go off and do other things, then come back to it.
Okay, this is looking at it through rose-tinted glasses from the past. I apologise there for a slip of the tongue. But Lizzie, your love of the sport just shines through.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here is the man of the match, and he's going to be talking to Sonia McLaughlin. Sorry, that's it. He's actually, as you can see, talking to our colleagues from RT at the moment. So, Jerry, you were going to say?
The game, as Woody explained, was...
Well, I just wonder if her dad, because obviously he's been the most influential person in her life, I just wonder if her dad did say to her when she was 12, 13, 14 maybe, listen, you are never going to be, you know, a looker. You are never going to be somebody like a Sharapova who's going to be. You're never going to be 5'11". You're never going to be somebody with long legs. So you have to compensate for that. You are going to have to be the most dogged, determined fighter that anyone has ever seen on the tennis court if you're going to make it. And she kind of is. Is he so strong that he could hold an umbrella for 20 minutes with just his left hand?
Well, I think he probably could, and hopefully he'll go on to another Olympics, and they'll come back with the steel of flag bearers, and he could come in with one of those. But,
you're doing a good job at the moment.
Hang on, everybody. I'll just take the water off the umbrella here.
When Rafa stops playing or takes a break, he just goes back to Mallorca and sits on the beach and, you know, has, you know, a glass of sangria or whatever he drinks with his mates, you know, in the fishing port.
Mark, you know, we have to talk because we have to talk, and there's probably nothing in the world you want to do less than talk about that race. But what are your thoughts now?
Sorry to everybody we've let down.
You let nobody down. After the year that you guys have had, you've let nobody down at all. Zach, if you don't want to talk about it now, we'll leave it. But can you just tell us what happened at the start of the season? You're silver medalists, guys. You know.
Sorry, we skin.
Okay, Jed, listen, take care. Steve will take them down towards the medal ceremony where they'll receive their silver medals. Emotions, goodness me. Just, especially when you know these people and you know them pretty well. It's quite hard being here as well. Right, let's one more race to go, and it's the women's single sculls.
Expectation. Pressure. Seize the moment. The greatest prize beckons. Don't worry, here's Murray. And for fans of Purple Flowers, there's a lovely shot just to kick things off. One of the abiding pictures I have is your mother, her face wreathed in smiles. It was a fantastic moment. You could just see how inordinately proud she was then. And I imagine you must have been similarly exhilarated by Zara's victories in the World and the European Championships. Without today's young people, who's going to win the next Rugby World Cup for us? Good evening, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, the last time I spoke in public was a week ago tonight in the western depths of Wales at a testimonial function for the great Welsh rugby player Sam Warburton. And in a pathetic attempt to pander to the audience, I started the evening by going Nos wyddar bonedigion e bonedigasau, which is good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in Welsh. And everybody applauded. So after that, of course, I couldn't go wrong. So I thought, working on that basis, if I came up here tonight and just sat there and rolled over on my back and invited somebody up to tickle my tummy, I thought I couldn't lose after that. But anyway, yes, dogs. Well, my first dog was a Labrador called Woof. Well, later on, we're head-to-head with superstar manager Gianluca Vialli, and we'll be squaring up to that hard man of Liverpool and Rangers, Graham Souness. And we'll also have the action from tonight's Premiership game between Leeds and Liverpool. But first of all, putting a man on Mars is a tough job for Nasser, but our Nasser's got an even tougher one. He's the England cricket captain, Nasser Hussain. We've had a couple of tweets from people in Dunblane saying you're missing the Dunblane duck race today when 3,000 ducks race in. Do you know about this?
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of it?
Heard of that,
well, they
no.
said, would you wish good luck to all the people taking part in the Dunblane duck race?
Yeah, good luck to everyone getting involved in the Dunblane duck race. Hope you have a great day, and may the best duck win.
It's quite relieving that I got there, and for me it was like, this is the last fight I've got for many months. I thought I'm just going to give it my best, ice baths, physio, lots of recovery, and just get myself prepped to do what I've been doing in my last 3 fights. Nikolai is 1 in a million.
Good evening, everybody. Sort of the running order is slightly different. I apologise for being late today. Thanks to Virgin East Coast Mainline, which I shall be writing a letter to tomorrow. Have you ever considered what coaching will be like in the future? Well, stop wondering. The future of coaching is already here, and it's arrived in the shape of rugbycoachingdrills.com.
What is the world record at the moment? 40 days. Right, and what are you aiming for? 39, don't tell me. 38. 38, so that is being clever. And you know, the main challenge is what at that time of year? I mean, heat, I suppose it's cold and heat, sunburn, boredom.
But you're pretty busy all the time, because if you're not growing, you're looking after yourself, and if you're not doing that, you're eating and sleeping and making phone calls to those beloved at home. But the main thing about this challenge that I'm doing...
Please, Irish. This man's rowing across the Atlantic, respect, for God's sake.
One of the charities...
It's John Inverdale. He's running away from you, Frank.
Did you know that the past participle of tweeting was twat, was twit?
Paul Roberts, who's running from North Wales to South Wales in 7 days. Most people normally try and run out of Wales, but actually he's trying to run from the top to the bottom. Anyway, Paul, best of luck. Hope it goes well. Hope the blisters aren't too bad at the end and raise lots and lots of money.
Good evening, everybody. Genuinely, it's great to be back here. I'm not sure by popular demand or whatever, but on the way up here today, I was thinking, God, I remember this event 12 months ago, because it was just the most monumental piss-up, and at lunchtime, I got here early last year, at lunchtime the bar was full, a lot of preloading going on, that's what young people do these days, and at 4 o'clock in the morning the bar was still full, and I did come down to breakfast 12 months ago tomorrow, and I've rarely seen so many examples of the living dead in my life, so...
I'm supposed to hit that later. Just wait for it to finish. A glittering year ahead.